First, love relationships mistakes men make that end in heartbreak and how to avoid them. 300 creative dates. Let's face it, you never get a second chance to make a first impression, especially when it comes to love relationships. That's why, if you want to take things further with a woman, you need to show her your best on the very first date. And in actual fact, there are 5 things that men consistently do on first dates that totally destroy their chances of seeing the woman again. And the worst part is they think they're doing it right. Trust me, love relationships advice is what I do. Avoid the following 5 mistakes to increase your chances of success on your first date. Mistake number 1. Buying gifts. Bringing chocolate or flowers on a first date isn't the best idea, especially if you've just met the woman. She's there to get to know you. Women are always asking themselves, what does that mean? And in this case it's, he bought me flowers because he likes me, but he doesn't even know anything about me yet. A little suspicious. Mistake number 2. Being more serious when in the presence of a potential date. Men often become boring. Instead of keeping up the friendly vibe they have with their friends, they won't make jokes or laugh with the woman. They won't play around like they do with their friends, and they generally take things a little too seriously. Why do men change their behavior around women, often without even realizing they're doing it? Because they fear losing their only chance with the girl of their dreams. They try and play the safe side, which results in the Mr. Serious. Mistake number 3. Conducting an interview. When men become Mr. Serious, they often fall into job interview conversation mode. Make sure you reserve questions like, so where do you work? Or, how many brothers and sisters do you have? For the future, after you've already had a lot of fun and made the sparks fly. Instead, talk about your hobbies, interesting stories and fun stuff. Avoid anything too deep for a long period of time. On a first date, it can make things a little depressing. Talk like you've known each other for years, as if you don't need to do the awkward 20 questions quiz. Of course you can ask basic questions, but never make it the main focus of your date. Focus on fun. Mistake number 4. Being too needy and direct without realizing it. Many guys turn their love relationships off by trying a little too hard. For example, men will lean into a woman's personal space and ask, so do you like me? Or constantly change his opinion to seek her approval and make her like him. Big mistake. Ironically, it's leaning back, staying cool and calm, being a little cheeky, interesting, mysterious and comfortable with yourself that actually gets a woman's attention and keeps her interested. Mistake number 5. Going to boring places. If your date finds the night boring, you're finished. When it comes to having fun on first dates, nothing is more important than what you do. And while dinners and movies are nice, it's really hard to leave a great impression in these settings. Why? Because they set a very proper tone that's hard to turn into fun and playful. And unless you're a super funny, intelligent and interesting guy, dinner and movie dates just aren't the best place to take your date. Instead, go to fun places like mini golf parks, carnivals, parks, or even better, come up with your own unique and fun ideas. So in essence, while there are many factors to having a successful date, a great date idea really helps you do many of them naturally. Remember, where you take a woman on a first date can be the difference between a great night and a dating disaster. Choose wisely. Love relationships advice. Read the book. About the author. Oprah expert Michael Webb is the author of 300 Creative Dates, a book jam-packed with unique ways to help leave a great first impression without breaking the bank. To learn more, visit 300 Creative Dating Ideas.